Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for stopping by today. I'm glad that I could stop by myself and be here with you. Hope you're having a good day, good start to your day, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show. We are syndicated across the U.S., including Hawaii. So check your local listings for when we air in your market. The show goes on the air live 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. It's on the air. And you can, if you want to watch it or listen to it live, you can go to letstalknutrition.com and support your local radio station that airs this show. These are very smart people. The crew is here, and I'm glad you're there. It doesn't take long for somebody who's new to the show to catch on that I put a lot of focus on diet and lifestyle. And that's all by design, with great intention, and with a specific purpose. The purpose is to show that much of your health, wellness, and well-being is in your span of influence. That, in other words, I don't like to use the word control. I don't like control, that concept. That you're not necessarily and totally genetically determined relative to your health. You're not. Genetics clearly is implicated, no doubt about that. But diet and lifestyle really account, in my view, the greater proportion or percentage of the variance as to how long you will live and the quality of your life as you live through the lifespan, the life cycle. There's many ways I go about trying to illustrate how and why what I just said is true. There is one special, unique way, which is another theme on this show, and that is to focus on different cultures, modern, contemporary, and especially ancient. So this morning, in preparing for the show, I came across a study. The headline on the study was Resolving Hispanic Paradox, which caught my attention immediately because it has a cultural implication and ethnic implication. I'm interested in that. And this is a paper coming out of the UC Santa Barbara, University of California, Santa Barbara. And what the study reveals is that Latinos age at a slower rate than other ethnic groups. It's published, the study's published in the current edition of a journal called Genome Biology. And one of the researchers in the lead author of the study, Dr. Steve Horvath, a professor of human genetics at David Geffen School of Medicine at UCLA, said, quote, Latinos live longer than Caucasians despite experiencing high rates of diabetes and other diseases. Scientists refer to this as the Hispanic paradox. This is fascinating. Dr. Horvath continued and said, our study explains this by demonstrating that Latinos age more slowly at the molecular level, close quote. So on the one hand, Latinos have higher rates of diabetes and cardiovascular disease, I'm presuming, and other diseases. Yet, they still live longer. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Latinos in the United States live an average of 3 years longer than Caucasians, with a life expectancy of 82 years compared to 79. At any age, they said, healthy Latino adults face a 30% lower risk of death than other racial groups. This was according to a study back in 2013 that was published in the American Journal of Public Health. But there's more to this story. In the paper, they also mention another group, a very specific group, the Chamani, who live in the Amazon in Bolivia. I have reported on the Chamani before, and my producer Josh is showing you, he's going to show you some images of these people, these indigenous people in Bolivia. It turns out that the Chamani age even more slowly than Latinos. In fact, the biological clock calculated the age of their blood as 2 years younger than Latinos and 4 years younger than Caucasians, they said in the report. They have minimal signs of heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, obesity. That's where I want to go with this. And by the way, I have two guests today. Stevi is on. I'm going to start calling her by just one name. And then Dr. Jim Lavale is on in the second hour. It turns out that the Chamani are an indigenous people, as I alluded to, that live in the Amazon in Bolivia. They're an indigenous people. It's the lowland of Bolivia. And they are an ancient culture. There's much research that's going on with them. And different disciplines, anthropology and others, anthropologists and others are going into the Amazon to study them, to understand them, and to figure out what is it about that group of indigenous people that causes them to live longer. Well, what do you think? Their health is inextricably tied, it seems, to their diet and their lifestyle. Ding, 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 ding. And what researchers are finding, that sometimes a few will drift and they begin trading forest goods for sugar, salt, rice, and oil, and increasingly dried meat and canned sardines. What I gathered from different reports is when they start to do that, things start to go south on them, if you will. And it's important to study this group, this ancient culture, in the way they have lived for thousands of years, to figure out how perhaps we can gain some guidance from them in what we're doing today. They feed and live off the land. We tend to feed on and out of machines. Our food is highly processed in a bad way. You can process foods in a good way, by the way. Processing is not totally, I'm not using that term in a totally pejorative way. They live off the land. We seem to be living on and off machines, vending and otherwise. Machines to make food and machines that have the food in it that's not worth much nutritionally. And we're starting to look like the food that we're eating. Very processed. Come back, we'll get Stevi on and talk a little bit with her. A lot to talk about today.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body, healthy inflammation response. An ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Stevi Schmidt is my guest in this first portion of the show. Stevi, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Doing fine. My producer, one of my producers tells me that you have an athlete, not you, the company, although your boyfriend's pretty buff.
Yes.
Right? I mean, he looks like an athlete, at least the pictures I saw of him. Listen, we don't let anybody just slop onto this show. We research people. You know that, right?
I know.
We don't want lunatics. No, I'm just kidding. You're such a good sport. That's why we like you so much. It turns out that BSN sponsors. Do you know where I'm going with this, Stevi?
I think so.
Conor McGregor. Right, Josh?
Yep.
Josh tells me that. Go ahead, you tell him, Josh.
Conor McGregor won a rematch with Nate Diaz over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
In the UFC something or other.
Yeah. I don't watch those martial art. They're just a little too much for me. I like boxing, but some of these martial, it's brutal.
You know what I was doing Saturday night while that fight was happening?
What?
I was actually
Eating
cage
pancakes?
side.
Eating pancakes?
No, I was cage side running a camera for a mixed martial arts event.
Thanks, I'll
a
pass.
different one?
Yeah, I'll pass. It's too violent. I don't know. But Conor McGregor is one of the athletes he's a bad boy, that guy.
Oh, yeah, he's nuts. I think the fight lasted like 5 rounds, too.
Yep.
So
Yeah, he won by decision.
Have you met him?
I have not met him. A lot of people in our company have met him, but
Do they tell you what he's like?
Yeah, all of them have had really good things to say. I mean, he's very serious. He's very driven. I think he has kind of a personality that may be misunderstood by certain people, but he's a tough guy, and he works really, really hard at what he does. So we're very proud to have him on our team.
You have a number of athletes on your team.
Oh, gosh, yeah. He's the best one, though.
Conor McGregor, MMA professional fighter, UFC title holder. He's a bad man, boy. I'll tell you, that guy is scary.
Oh, yeah.
Then you have Flex Lewis. Who's Flex?
Yeah.
He's a bodybuilder, right?
Oh, yeah. He won the Olympia last year for his division. He's just such a good guy. I've met him, just kind of briefly, high and by.
Okay. So
really good guy.
So how did a dentist get on the athletes list? I'm looking at her picture. Now I know why. Dr. Sarah Solomon, she's a dentist, and she's a fitness personality.
Yep. Yeah, she has a big following on social media. She writes a lot about diet, how to eat healthy, and she had a lot of connections in our industry, but she's just a very well-known fitness personality. And
she's a dentist, too.
Yeah, she's a boss lady for sure.
Have you met her?
I have not, actually. I would love to, though, because she had a really neat story. I mean, she did a weight loss challenge a while back with Oxygen magazine, and that just kind of blew up from there.
She's a writer. She's a spokesmodel for bodybuilding.com. And BSN, of course, your company. She's a dentist. She practices in Toronto. I'm asking you about this because you're a sports nutrition company. Obviously, that would be a natural marketing strategy to get athletes to how do you make here's what I'm asking you. How can, the majority of my audience on this show for Let's Talk Nutrition, which is nationwide, thousands of people listen, are not athletes. How do we, and I know this is a good thing to do, how can we make the connection from sports nutrition to day-to-day nutrition and persuade the listener or viewer of this show that the products are not just for athletes, but these products would serve everyday people in many wonderful ways. That's my opinion, but, I'm just saying. How do we do that? Help me out with that.
I think by, doing things like your show and making it more of a realistic approach to nutrition. I mean, not everybody's going to look like Flex Lewis and Sarah Solomon and India Paulino, and not everybody's going to have the crazy drive that Conor McGregor has. But I think for your everyday person, our products taste amazing. And I think that's where it all starts with a lot of people. We have very different palates than we had years and years and years ago. We expect a lot with the food we eat. And supplements, I think, have this perception of, if I take protein, I'm going to get bulky, or it might taste bad. But Synthesix has so many good flavors, and all of our products with BSN, we're known for that. Mm-hmm. And it's good for you. So I think by just educating and kind of, letting people know, hey, these may be our athletes, but really our products, they're good for everybody.
Which products do you like?
I love Synthesix Edge. It's
What is that product?
It is our protein. Synthesix is a mixture of different proteins. Some are fast digesting, some are slow digesting, and for people that don't know all of the background of why that's important, it's basically how your body breaks it down and uses it. The only issue is Synthesix had a lot of carbs and a lot of fat, so we came out with an alternative called Synthesix Edge with lower carbs and lower fat, and it still has 24 grams of protein, so you're still getting that serving of protein in just without sacrificing your,
Is it when we come back? Carbs. When we come back, if we could talk about the different proteins in that product, is it, and what form it's in? Is it, in other words, how you made it? That will inform us as to the nature of the product and how it might be useful, not only for athletes, but for everyday people like you and me.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Alga Life, algae for life. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest is Stevi Schmidt, educator for BSN. BSN is a sports nutrition company, and they sponsor many or a number of famous athletes. Now, you might be wondering, okay, I'm not an athlete, and what does that have to do with me? Well, that's the point I was trying to make with get Stevi to make and to share with you, that I, as just like you, I'm not an athlete. I pay a very close attention to what athletes do with respect to their diet, because many of them have professional dietitians and nutritionists that work with them, and they're dialed into the latest science and technology regarding nutrition and diet. And so there's much to learn from them at times, which is something they didn't do with the Olympics, by the way, which is don't understand, but that's a story for another day. Stevi, welcome back. So I'm at your website at www.gobsn.com, and I see Synthesix Edge, Synthesix, and Synthesix Isolate. There are three different forms of Synthesix, this protein product, yes?
Yes.
All right. Now, the Synthesix Edge is the newest addition to this repertoire, right?
Yeah. Yes, you're correct.
Okay. And as I understand it from what you said, it has 24 grams of protein, fewer calories, carbohydrate, and fat. Is it an isolate?
No, it's still a blend. So you still have some fast digesting protein in there and some slower digesting protein in there. It can be a meal replacement for somebody that's looking to really cut back on calories, or something to, make somebody feel a little bit fuller after a workout, but it's not a straight isolate.
Explain, if you could please, the difference between an isolate protein product and one that's not an isolate form.
An isolate is basically just stripped down of all the extras. It's going to have very low carbs, very low fat. It's basically just getting the protein source in there. It's for people who are really just trying to avoid carbs and fat. And true isolate proteins usually have, literally 1 gram or less of fat, 1 gram or less of carbs. You can get the highest amount of protein with the lowest amount of additional macros.
What would you recommend to an everyday person? Not an athlete, not somebody, excuse me, not a person who's trying to lose weight, just an everyday person, no matter where they are in the lifespan, middle-aged, younger, or a little deeper, a little older. What would you recommend?
I would recommend our Synthesix original. If they're not looking to lose weight and they just want something that's going to make them feel really full and satisfied, I would recommend that. It has the widest range of flavors. It's been around the longest, and it has just a really good, thick consistency. It tastes like a milkshake. So for people who aren't used to drinking protein, I think that is by far the best. And it's 200 calories per serving, so it's really not gonna, put them in the hole that much when it comes to their calorie per day.
Do you need to put the product in a blender, or can you put it in a shaker cup and shake it up with water or whatever you want to use, milk or whatever almond milk or whatever?
You can put it in a shaker cup. It's instantized, so it mixes very, very easily. You can mix it with a spoon. You don't even have to shake it. I prefer to put it in a blender just because it gets thicker and it gets a better consistency. But you can still get the great taste and the consistency in a shaker cup, or even just a cup with a spoon, and just pour some water or almond milk in there, and it mixes up very well.
What are the flavors for the original Synthesis formulation?
Oh my gosh, we have tons. I mean, we have chocolate, cinnamon bun, cookies and cream. We have a peanut butter cookie. We have strawberry, banana, vanilla. I could go on for days. I mean, there are a ton of flavors, and we're constantly coming out with new ones every 3 to 6 months.
And you've done that because is that consumer driven? In other words, has the company done that because they've learned from consumers that they want these different flavors, or did you do the different flavors and shape the behavior of the consumer? Which way did it go here?
It's funny that you asked that question, because it's kind of like, the chicken, what came first, the chicken or the egg concept. I think the variety of flavors probably started with companies noticing that people want more of a variety in their food. You're going to get bored with the same taste every single day. With that said, we do listen to the consumer as to what's trending. So we'll look at what's trending in supermarkets. We have a great research and development team who will, test out new flavors on a certain consumer group, and, we'll get to test them out as well and vote. So it's a lot. The choice of the flavor is consumer driven, but the choice of the company is mainly just to keep them from getting bored with our products.
I see. This is what's on my mind about this. Certainly, it would be easy to get children to consume these products because they taste so wonderful, right? Kids, I can see a kid's going for cinnamon bun, all these different flavors. I mean, the kid naturally they would go for it. I'm thinking of an older sector of the population, people 60 and above. These folks get forgotten. Typically, when they're remembered, it's in ways that are, I don't know. It seems that they can't get included in these conversations about more optimistic and youthful themes. It's always, the old people. The old people conversation. I hate that. I hate it. Yeah. I'm thinking about. I like to think about them because I think that they get neglected.
Yeah.
It seems to me this line of product, protein product, one of the things that the elderly have a very difficult time doing is holding on to muscle mass, muscle tissue, and they suffer from sarcopenia. Another thing that happens with them, that's in part due to genetics and aging, or aging primarily. Another thing that happens is that they lose their appetite as they really get deep into the lifespan, especially when they become ill. And it's hard to get them to eat. If there's one thing I have learned about human behavior, people, you can increase their desire to eat if it really tastes good to them.
Yes.
Right? And these kinds of products are great candidates. Your products would be great candidates to help that sector of the population. I could see how they could, some of these folks that are in their 70s and 80s, even 90s, could get very persuaded to use these products and would do it and would improve their health. We'll be back.
At Nordic Naturals, we know that a commitment to deliver the world's safest, most effective omega oils requires an exceptional process. That's why we manage every step of production, from boat to bottle. That includes sustainably sourcing wild-caught fish from well-managed fisheries. It means using state-of-the-art equipment and technology at our manufacturing plant in Arctic Norway. Nordic Naturals bottles and encapsulates our omega-3s at our own facility and carefully ships products from our eco-friendly headquarters in California. The result? Nordic Naturals products have received more than 40 awards for taste, innovation, and product excellence. You can trust the quality of Nordic Naturals products and know you're getting all the health benefits omega-3 fish oils offer. Nordic Naturals' high-quality, great-tasting omega-3s make staying healthy easier for you and your family. When choosing an omega-3 fish oil product, choose the #1 fish oil in the U.S. Choose Nordic Naturals. Available at natural product retailers or online at NordicNaturals.com.
If you've ever had digestive issues slow you down, it's time to live digestively with the #1 high-potency probiotic, Ultimate Flora. Because with 50 billion live cultures inside you, life feels a little lighter, a little livelier, a little more you. No matter where life takes you, live digestively with Ultimate Flora probiotics from Renew Life. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. #1 probiotic brand with 15 billion or more cultures based on annual sales. How can a sweet little fruit gummy help you live digestively? Ultimate Flora Probiotic Gummies put the ultimate natural digestive support to work inside you to help you feel a little lighter, a little more you. And if raspberry lemonade's a little more you, feel bubbly in a good way with Ultimate Flora Probiotic Fizzy Drink Mix. Ultimate Flora Probiotic Gummies and Fizzy Drink Mix. 2 great ways to live digestively, deliciously. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve 2 important goals in weight loss. 1, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and 2, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Stevi Schmidt is my guest. You know, Stevi, I'm waiting. Maybe you know of a company. Do you know of any supplement company that features the elderly in their advertising?
I don't.
Exactly.
I don't.
Exactly.
You know,
Now, your company's different, in all fairness, but there are senior athletes, you know. There are some people in their 60s and 70s. They're pretty buff. I'm telling you. I see them all the time at the gym.
Oh, yeah. They look amazing.
I find it interesting, and it has nothing to do with your company. It's just a sidebar here. It just is a point to raise. You're a young person, but I can tell you there's such a thing as ageism, where people are discriminated against because of their age in different ways. And there are a lot of people listening know exactly what I'm talking about. I think it would be pretty cool for a company, even a sports nutrition company, to find some very fit elderly people and then to have them be a sponsor. I'm just saying, you know, maybe I'm a flaming idealist, huh?
I agree. I think that's a great idea. I mean, my 87-year-old grandmother, I give her Synthesix because you brought that idea up before, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea.
Does she like it? Does she like it?
She loves it.
See?
And she's like, they give me insurance at the nursing home, and
that's
I didn't
great.
think anything else would taste that good, you know?
That's wonderful. And for those listening, if you're a caregiver and you have a parent or loved one who's either at home or in a nursing home, you know, get on these products from BSN. Stevie is right. They are probably the best tasting protein products of all time. They got it down to a science, and they're healthy. They're well made. You might want to consider buying these products. Go to bsn.com, sold in fine health stores, and make the shake and take it to the nursing home, or if they're living with you, and they'll drink it. They love it, right, Stevie? They'll love it.
Yeah. And it's low in sugar, too. I think the other drinks that they're getting at the nursing homes, they're very high in sugar. And it may say stuff like, you know, oh, no artificial ingredients. But if they're getting 8 grams of protein and then 50 grams of sugar, it's no better. They need protein.
Change of theme. I saw a protein that you call Isoburn. What is that product?
Isoburn is one of my favorites. It's a fat-burning protein powder matrix. So you get the protein component in it, but it also has L-carnitine, leptocore, and green tea extract. So you don't get – those are non-stimulant fat-burning aids. So you don't get the jitters. You don't feel like you're wired. And on top of that, you get 20 grams of whey protein isolate per serving. So the calories are low, the fat is low, the carbs are low, and then you get that extra boost in fat burning.
You have what were the I know you have L-carnitine, it's amino acid that will contribute to using fat as a it'll transport the fat to the cell to be used as energy. What were the other fat burning agents?
Green tea extract, which is a, all natural fat burning aid. And then leptocore it helps boost your metabolism and helps your body kind of, appropriate the use of, your fatty acids and use everything basically when it comes to losing weight.
Mm-hmm. This would be a good product for somebody who's trying to manage their weight or on a diet, it seems to me.
Yeah.
A weight loss diet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the texture is like Synthesix. It's really, really thick and creamy. It's actually thicker than Synthesix. The chocolate tastes like a Wendy's Frosty. I will crave a Wendy's Frosty. Like, I will drive 30 minutes to get a Wendy's Frosty.
So you'll drive 30 minutes to commit that nutritional sin?
I will, because it tastes so good.
A Wendy's Frosty. Do you know what's in a Wendy's Frosty?
I don't want to know.
Josh,
it's so good.
Look up Wendy's Frosty. Josh will look it up. And we're gonna tell you.
I could tell you really quick what they look like.
Look it up. Look it up. I want to know. I want to know how much sugar is in that bad girl.
Isoburn tastes just like it, though, which is crazy because I am super picky with chocolate proteins, it literally tastes just like a Wendy's Frosty.
Wendy's Frosty.
Yeah, that's my buddy.
You're a French fry lover, aren't you? You like French fries.
I love French
How do I know that? And I didn't talk to your boyfriend either. I knew that. I know you.
Oh,
you like French, and you like them with a lot of salt on them, don't you?
Yes, a ton of salt and barbecue sauce.
See, I got you pegged. I saw it when I met you. I said she's a French fry lover. I could tell. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't. Just a good guess. I'm not a nutritional psychic. I'm not a nutritional psychic. No, it's a good guess. I just figured you gave yourself away. Wendy's Frosty. You'll drive 30 minutes. You'll burn up all that gas to go get a Wendy's Frosty. You gotta love French fries with a lot of, and you probably like McDonald's French fries, don't you?
Oh yes, McDonald's French fries are amazing.
Oh my God! See, yeah. Well, at least you're honest.
Oh yeah. Hey, we're all human, and I think that's another going back to, how do we reach those people that may see our athletes and get freaked out? I've been an athlete since middle school. I have those same craves that everybody gets. I mean, I can totally relate to somebody that struggles with a weight issue because I get the same urges and the same cravings. I understand what they're going through. There's nothing superhuman about an athlete.
I get it. Did you find the ingredients?
Yeah, I did, but oddly enough, they don't really have any sugar content. I mean, there's the fats and everything, but yeah.
How much fat? There's got to be sugar in that Frosty, brother.
Yeah, I would guess that there's sugar in there, but for some reason it's omitted from the nutrition facts.
Probably because it's so high.
Yeah, it's probably just pure sugar.
Probably.
So.
It has that grainy texture.
Yeah,
it has 8 grams of fat.
All right.
4.9
Well, we're going to check on this next time you come on. We'll crucify you about.
We'll have a little bit more info.
No, we won't. Stevie, don't hang up the phone. I need to talk to you off air.
Okay.
Please don't hang up the phone. All right? All right. You hang on.
You.
And thanks for coming on. And I can't urge people enough to try the BSN protein products, that Syntha 6 line, and they have others. You go there, gobsn.com. They're wonderful. They taste great. They're healthy. You'll love them. We'll be back.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for stopping by today. I'm glad you did, and I'm glad to be here with you. Dr. Jim Lavelle is my guest. I know Dr. Lavelle. I've been racking my brain. Has Dr. Lavelle been on the show? For some reason, in the back of my mind, we don't have any record of it. Steven doesn't have any record of it. He keeps track of everybody that comes onto the show over the last 11 years. It's amazing. But for some reason, I think he was at a trade show, and I must have grabbed him maybe and got him onto the show. I don't know, because I wanted to introduce him maybe as a first-time guest. But he's not new to the rodeo. Dr. Lavelle knows I've been in the business a long time, and he has an interesting kind of professional profile. I'll let him tell you rather than me trying to tell you. And I like Dr. Lavelle a lot because he's not just interested in uttering an opinion. He's a very research-centered and based practitioner, writer, and educator. And that's what we like around here because that's the nature of this show. It's evidence-based nutrition, evidence-based medicine, and it's an evidence-based show. Show me the data. That's my background and training. Show me the data. It's fine to have an opinion, but is it an informed opinion? As I said the other day, sometimes in the natural products industry, we get people that utter some beliefs that are really peculiar. And I often wonder, and these are people with a lot of initials after their name. I'm thinking, what are you talking about? Where do you get these? I won't even mention them on the show because I don't even want to infect the show with some of these ideas. They're so crazy. Yeah. Dr. Lavelle knows what I'm talking about. We'll get him on in a second. In the first portion of the show today, I shared a study that's trending today about the Hispanic paradox. In a word, what we now know, and this study confirms it a little further, is that Hispanics, Latinos, as an ethnic group, tend to age slower than Caucasians, even though they have a higher incidence of diabetes, right, and other diseases. That's why they call it the Hispanic paradox. In the same story that was trending today that my Josh is showing you on the screen if you're watching, they mentioned the Chamani people. It's an indigenous group of people that live in the Bolivian Amazon. I have reported on them before. They are a remarkable group of people, and there's much to learn from them as an ancient culture in terms of their diet and lifestyle. They are a hunter-gatherer, horticulturalist group, indigenous group. They hunt and gather, and we're showing you some images. They live a very simple life. It's a life that is filled with a lot of physical activity, hardly any processed foods, although they've introduced some of those processed foods into their culture which is a terrible mistake, in my opinion. Those are nice images, by the way, Josh. And you will find, if you type them in, it's spelled Tsimane with an accent on the E at the end. It's pronounced Tsimane in the Bolivian Amazon. I'm intrigued with that culture, and scientists are going there all the time, researchers studying that culture, trying to understand how it is that they even live longer than Latinos do. What's interesting about them also, though, they suffer from parasites and worms because the way they live, but they're able to overcome that, and it's not a perfect way of living, but it certainly, for the most part, accounts for a longer life with a lot of quality of life, notwithstanding some of the challenges of living as a hunter-gatherer or as a horticulturalist society. Heart disease, stroke are inevitable. Dr. Lavale will tell you that when he comes on, with aging. But with this group of people, in this one study, they looked at 2,296 indigenous adults in 82 Tsimane villages. As I said, it's in the tropical lowlands of Bolivia's Amazon basin. Again, these are lowland forager horticulturalists, if you will. They subsist on plantains, rice, corn, fish, hunted game, for the most part. Very simple diet. Dr. Gervin, a researcher, Michael Gervin, out of the University of California, Santa Barbara, quoting him, he said, the Tsimane living conditions are similar to those of our ancient ancestors, with greater exposure to pathogens, active lifestyle, high fertility, and traditional diet. Studying chronic diseases in these populations can be very insightful, close quote. That's an understatement. And there's much to learn from them in terms of the way they live. It's a challenged way of living, make no mistake about it. But they tend to have lower blood pressure, lower rates of heart disease. Cancer is almost non-existent. It's just remarkable how they're able to live this way with such great health. No modern medicine to any great extent, as I understand it. I could be wrong on that. Around the world, there are 52 other societies, as you would like to know, for perhaps, that have blood pressure 2 to 8 times higher than the Tsimane American. Tsimane Americans' blood pressures are 2 to 4 times higher than theirs. Very supportive, good social support system in that culture. There's stress. They got to go. There's no loafing, sitting around. You got to get up every day and go get you don't go to the supermarket, you go to the jungle. That's their supermarket, or the waters. They love fish. You're laughing, Josh. Right?
I had the images in a specific order, and I changed it just because you were about to say the jungle, and I was like, well, they fish too, buddy.
Well, you didn't give me a chance.
Did you notice the clothes they're wearing?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Very simple. There's a nice family. That's a Tsimane family. It looks like the husband, wife, and the children. It looks like the mother off to the one side, the grandmother.
It makes me wonder if maybe the father or the older siblings in the family travel to the nearest city for work or something like that.
No. Their work is to survive.
So I wonder where
they live off
clothes.
As I said earlier, they live off the land.
Yeah.
We in modern society live off and out of machines.
Oh, I thought you were getting at that we invade their culture, trying to learn and.
I guess
obviously we did. I mean, they're wearing. It looks like civil people clothes.
Yeah, well, they get them here and there. And notice that most of them have just no shoes or little flip flops on.
They look rough. They live off the land, but it's interesting to note that they're probably healthier than most Americans.
Yeah, and even though they have parasites, because the foods they're eating, the parasites and worms they have to deal with. Yeah. So I just wanted to make you aware of this culture. Much to learn from them, and we can learn a lot. It can help guide us. Again, we are a processed food machine-driven nutrition diet culture. Everything machines, out of the machines, with the machines. And not all processing is bad, by the way. It's just some of this processing that makes these foods that are with the added sugars, high salt, sugar, and fat. And, you know, Dr. Lavale, you know, even he would have a hard time pronouncing, and I too, even though I've taken chemistry, pronouncing some of the ingredients in in the products. My rule of thumb is if you can hardly pronounce it and it looks like hieroglyphics, don't take it. Dr. Lavale will be back. We'll get him to comment on this. He has a lot to talk about. I have a lot of questions for him.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes? Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A-Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A-Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A-Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing. Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Dr. James, if you will, B. Lavale is my guest. I know Dr. Lavale. I've spoken with him a number of times. Going to bring him on right away. Dr. Lavale, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. I want to say you're a first-time guest, but somewhere in the back of my head, I think you've been on the air with me before.
You know what it is we've just talked so much when we're at various events, like at Kyolic's, different events that, we've shared quite a few dinners together, I think.
Yeah. So you've never been on the show?
I was on your show. I do think I was on your show.
Okay, so you're a first-time guest. We'll try to make this as miserable as we can for you.
Oh, I love that. Great.
No.
As long as I get to dig around in South American mud and extend my longevity through getting parasites, I'm going to be super happy.
What do you make of that? What do you make of the Chimani people? Isn't that something now?
Well, no, I actually think that it makes sense. It's, because they're working hard, whatever foods they're taking on. People didn't have the carbohydrate intolerance problem that we have here in America because our lack of activity. So, when you're working and you're moving, you can burn off some of those starches. And you know what? Being in harmony with with the various bugs that are out there that affect our immunity probably helps our immune system to actually render itself to be, more able to, keep us strong as we're aging. I think the sanitation age is over, right? I mean, we've already kind of learned that, as much as we try to sanitize our hospitals, people have higher levels of infection than they do when they're out in the real
I know.
world.
The doctors always tell you, the one thing they always tell you, get in that hospital and get the hell out of there as fast as you can.
Yeah, exactly. Get what you got to get done and leave.
I know. They don't want you staying in there. They say this is the most unhealthy place to be. It's a house of pestilence. You need to get out of here.
Yeah, it's all that sterility, man.
Yeah.
It's not good for us.
So you're a clinical pharmacist.
That's right.
What does that mean?
Well, so a clinical pharmacist is somebody that manages drug therapies, manages cases, looks over all the pharmacokinetics and what the chemistry is of everything the person's taking, from the nutrients to the drug therapy they may be on, and then designs treatment plans for individuals, typically in concert with docs. And I'm board certified in clinical nutrition as well. So I mean, I kind of cross a couple of lines when it comes to what I'm doing for people in my practice.
Where did you get your clinical nutrition training?
That was through the CCN program. So that was through the IAACN, and that was a great program.
Mm-hmm. Good for you. By the way, how are you doing? I was rude. I didn't even ask you how you are. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
It's good to be 56 and very healthy.
You're 66?
So, 56. 50. I don't look a day over 66, but I'm 56. Something's going wrong. I think I'm around the Chimani too much.
I don't know. So you're would you consider yourself an educator for Wampanoag of America, a spokesperson?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Okay.
no, I do a lot of education for Wampanoag.
All right. So
I teach. I'm a chairperson at A4M, so I have 25,000 docs that we develop education.
all right. So you heard me say that not all processing of food is bad. It turns out you can speak to this, and I would ask you to do this. It turns out that Kyolic aged garlic extract is a very highly processed food supplement, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's processed in a natural way.
Exactly. So this is an example of what I was talking about. Explain, if you could, please, what we mean when I said what I meant when I said it's highly processed. Explain.
Well, what happens is they take organic garlic and they put it into these steel vats, and then they allow it to age for 20 months. Like when you make cabbage gets made into sauerkraut.
Right.
Or maybe wheat gets made into beer, right? Fermentation processes take place. So what makes it so important is that when you age a natural compound, for example, this example, garlic, actually new chemicals get created that are beneficial. Just like sauerkraut has additional benefits over just eating cabbage. And so it's really interesting that when you age this garlic for almost 2 years, a whole family of immune-supportive products, detoxifying products, a lot of the water-soluble compounds that aren't in original garlic actually come out. And that's what's interesting about the process. Now, the other interesting thing is when you add modern science to it, is that they're able to regulate that there's a minimum standard of those good compounds you're looking for in each batch, so that people buy something, they want to know they're going to get what's good for them.
Right.
And so that way they can manage the standardization of the product. And of course, what's good about that is when you're doing scientific studies like what Wakanaga has done for Kyolic aged garlic, you're able to kind of show the validity of, we gave this much of this percent of this extract, and in humans, we saw blood pressure drop 11 points, or we saw plaque regress, or we saw oxidized LDL go down. And that's what's valuable about kind of where science meets nature, where you can take these invaluable natural products that, have stood the test of time, like aged garlic, and then apply modern science to be able to validate that, hey, this stuff's actually doing what we think it does.
Right. And this is one of the few examples where, in fact, science and technology makes an improvement on nature. This is very rare. Usually it blows nature up in some form or fashion. But here, is the way you put it, science meeting nature. In fact, science is enhancing these organic compounds found in this organic garlic that's grown by Wakanaga on their farms, right? Or the farms where they have the product grown. We'll be back. We'll tell you more.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Alga Life, algae for life. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching this show, and whatever you may be doing. Dr. Jim Lavale is my guest. Dr. Lavale, welcome back. He's a clinical pharmacist, and he explained what that means a moment ago. Heart disease, cardiovascular disease as a set or constellation of diseases has been on the top of the list since 1900. Cardiovascular disease, according to some sources, heart disease specifically, a form of cardiovascular disease, has been at the leading cause of death since around in the early 20s, 1920, 1921. Why do you think that is?
Well, I mean, I think there's a lot of reasons. I mean, and I think those reasons have changed over the years. First of all, the introduction of processed food didn't help any. So, when you start to bring in refined sugar, refined flour, you start to trigger more glucose getting let into the bloodstream, right? So, the more white flour, the more sugar you eat, the more access to that people have, right?
Yes.
That what happens is post-meal hyperglycemia is the number one cause of plaquing of your arteries, and people don't realize that your blood sugar spiking after you eat is the biggest inflammatory process that you can present to your body. So the induction of refined foods certainly hit. There's the depletion of nutrients from our soils that have occurred over the last 60 years that have created a progression, I believe, in micronutrient deficiencies that have led to more plaquing. So, for example, people don't get as much magnesium in their foods, nor do people eat enough vegetables to begin with to even get the magnesium. And nobody's got catalytic converters burning magnesium into our air on our cars, so we're not breathing in the magnesium. And magnesium is the number one nutrient deficiency that's associated with the development of type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, and, of course, metabolic syndrome is pre-hypertension, pre-heart disease. So that's important. And then we add in environmental things like lead and other pollutants, and lead in particular has been shown to contribute to heart disease in the Veterans Normative Aging Study, where they showed a clear correlation to lead content and progression of cardiovascular disease. And that's government study, right? I mean, I'm not going to argue with the NIH. And then there's stress, man. I mean, the stress of modern living doesn't, has kind of come on us, and beginning in mid 20th century forward, and stress has a big impact on how our vessels are performing. Are they pliable? Are they loose? Or not? So I think there's a lot of things that go into that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've got everything.
No, but you're right. It's a multifactorial cause disease. To your last point, we do live in a stressful society in a modern world, no doubt about that. But guess what? So do the Chamani, this ancient indigenous people. Why, hell, if you and I had to get up every morning and we knew that if we didn't go hunt and gather, we were going to be in a lot of trouble. And they have to work hard. They're working hard. There's no sitting around leisure time.
Exactly.
How, it's interesting. That's a stress.
And that's why they burn off their stress hormones, because they are out there hunting and running and working.
So that's the physical activity component.
Absolutely. I just had a case of a guy that came in. Blood pressure's high in the mornings. He's put on a medication, and he goes, you know what? If I exercise first thing in the morning, my blood pressure's great all day. Well, guess what? You're not tilling a field anymore, buddy, and you're sitting behind a desk 18 hours a day or 16 hours a day or watching TV. You're not on the move. Everybody thinks they go to a gym for an hour a day. That makes them physically active. that's when the Chamani would begin their day, is the first hour of activity. So that, I think, part of the fact is we don't manage our stress hormones well because we've become so cerebral in our life, right? Everything's about emails and text messages and media, and how many things can we invent that will make us have to work less?
Yeah. Well, we've become cerebral, and we've become comfortable, and we've become a convenience society. All those C words: cerebral,
Absolutely.
comfortable, convenience. Yes.
Exactly. And I think that's important. Look, nothing manages your blood sugar better than physical movement. And the bottom line is, we know post-meal spikes now. There's a lot of reasons why you don't manage your blood sugar well. Yes, you could eat too much food. The other thing could be you're under a lot of stress. If you're under a lot of stress, your blood sugars spike.
So do you
if you're
think
low in trace minerals? Same thing.
So do you think the Kyolic aged garlic extract? You're familiar with this product. I would like to hear from you your best evidence and best argument as to why it should be, and I believe it should be part of everybody's daily nutritional regimen. Why do you think that, if you think that?
I do think that. I mean, I really do. I mean, I've been around this ingredient, this product for 20 years, and here's why. So for modern living, our bodies are shifted towards a pro-inflammatory, pro-plaquing, pro-oxidative stress lifestyle. And you could think of oxidative stress as the rate of rusting. And if it's your cholesterol that's rusting, that means you get oxidized LDL and you plaque your arteries. So why is aged garlic so important? First thing, reduces oxidized LDL, or it reduces the rate of rusting in human studies, multiple human studies, by between 80 and 88%. That's a big drop just for taking one thing.
It's huge.
It is a huge drop. The other thing is it improves something called pulse wave velocity and blood pressure. So pulse wave velocity is how well your vessels respond to when they are restricted, to go back to their most dilated form so your body can deliver blood into the periphery. So it improves your blood vessels and remodels the inner lining of the arteries called the endothelium. When you don't oxidize your cholesterol, you don't build plaque in your endothelium. So that's big. The next thing that's important about aged garlic extract is that it's been shown to regress vulnerable plaque. The plaque that's soft and tends to create strokes, it has been shown to reverse it in human studies. That's big. That's Dr. Matthew Budoff, UCLA School of Cardiology, and he even imaged the inner lining of the artery and showed that it normalized the inner lining of the artery. That's a big deal because, when we hear hardening of the arteries is the scourge of modern man, it's kind of right. When your blood vessels get stiff and can't respond, you can't deliver oxygenated blood to all your tissues, to your brain, to your fingers and toes, to your kidneys. And blood that's oxygenated is our life-giving nourishment, right? We need it. The next thing is it reduces fat around the heart, and so it reduces visceral fat.
We'll be right back.
Did you know that the most common form of calcium supplement today is calcium carbonate, also known as limestone? You don't eat rocks as part of your balanced diet, so why would you choose to supplement your bone health nutritional needs with limestone? Our bodies understand and seek whole food sources of nutrition. New Chapter is proud to deliver Bone Strength Take Care, a calcium complex that delivers key bone health nutrients in the form of whole food, not rocks. Bone Strength Take Care also delivers key bone nourishing nutrients, including vitamins D3 and K2. Vitamin K2 is of critical importance as it ensures calcium is placed in the bone where it's needed and stays out of the arteries where it's not. Discover for yourself the whole food bone health alternative to rocks. Bone Strength Take Care, the best-selling natural bone health supplement in America. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. Throughout the show today, since the beginning of the show, I've been referencing the Tsimane, who are an indigenous group of people that live in a certain part of the world. Here's the question. Where do they live? A, in Argentina, B, Bolivia, or C, Colombia? 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. If you have the right answer, you'll win a $25 supplement gift card. That's all good. Dr. Jim Lavale is my guest. He's a clinical pharmacist, and we've been talking about Kyolic Age-Garlic Extract. Dr. Lavale is quite familiar with this product and the compound itself. He's been, he's known about it, and he's looked at the research as I have for the past 20 years. He's been familiar with this product. And there's over 750 papers on that product right now. I can't think of another product in the natural products industry that's been this well examined scientifically, Dr. Lavale. Can you?
No, I think by far, at least on the, if you call it the botanical side, there's nothing that even comes close to the amount of research that they put together for it. That's why I think it's so exciting. And research, not just at one university. I mean, it's like research in Germany and South America and leading medical schools, Australia. So that's what's really exciting about it, and it just keeps coming up over and over again. It has these benefits for people with cardiometabolic risk, reducing plaque, reducing inflammation, actually improving a compound called adiponectin, which is a compound your body makes to make your insulin receptors work better. And the thing about adiponectin is the lower your adiponectin, the higher your rate of rusting that occurs in your body. So that oxidative stress goes higher. So when you can raise your adiponectin, you're actually able to neutralize some of that oxidative stress.
Gotcha. So here's the health question of the day. Where do the Chimani live? A, Argentina, B, Bolivia, C, Colombia. I'll give you a hint. Amazon jungle. Maybe that'll help you. 877-897-8255. One of those countries, Amazon, close, I don't know if you know your geography. 877-897-8255. Don't let me stump you today. I never stump you. So I was telling Josh, one of the producers for my show, I was telling him, I said, I find these people so intriguing. What I don't see in their diet are a lot of herbs and spices. I don't see that mentioned in the literature. Fish, certain vegetables, game that they hunt for. They're farmers. They farm as well. In addition to be hunters and gatherers, they farm as well. But I don't see a lot of herbs and spices mentioned in the literature. That's interesting, isn't it?
Well, I think it is, but I think the other thing is that the food that they get is from probably ground that's got a lot more nutrients in it than what we have. Mm-hmm. And I think that has a lot to do with it. Our body has these essential trace minerals and nutrients that we need to get from the soil.
Yes. And
their soil's probably better than the soil that we're getting our stuff from. So right now our food's being, fast grown, flash frozen. We don't have foods that are grown in rich soil. So I think it's probably having something to do with why they have the health they have.
So I'll reduce the choices to two. You have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. Do the Chimani live in Bolivia or do they live in Colombia?
Are you asking me?
No.
I didn't think so.
I'm asking the audience because they can win a $25 supplement gift card with the right answer.
I want to win that. I mean, come on, man. You got good supplements that you talk about.
You make more money than I have. You make more money than I have sense. Come on now. Stop it. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, how much do you think diet and lifestyle contribute to the variance relative to aging?
Well, I think that's why the Hispanic population lives longer than we do, even despite of their higher incidence of diabetes. If you know a lot of people of Hispanic origin, you know that they have a certain way of dealing with their stress, which is, I think, they're not as uptight. And so I think diet and lifestyle is important.
Compared to genetics. Compared to genetics.
Way more important.
Do you think genetics counts for
over 90% of what your health is diet, lifestyle, and what you do to yourself and what the environment does to you, and about 10% is genetics.
It's amazing. Let's go to Tuscaloosa. Yeah. Olympia. That's a great name, Olympia. Welcome to the that's man, your parents were thinking when they gave you a good first name. That's a what? Man, that's a great name, Olympia. Are you kidding? I wish I had that name. How are you? How are you, Olympia?
I'm fine. How are you?
All things considered, we're doing okay. I'm talking to you. That's good. We're good.
That's great.
Yeah, and so were you born and raised in Tuscaloosa?
No, sir. I was born in Selma, Alabama.
Uh-huh. So you've been in the South your whole life?
Yes, sir. Well, actually, we was military, so
moved around.
So we've been in Okinawa, Japan.
Okay.
And we stayed in the state of New York.
So you've seen some parts of the world. Now I can tell you, I know people like Southern cooking, but Southern cooking it is one of the greatest risk factors for heart disease.
Exactly. It is. You're right, though. It is.
Don't go
It
taking
really
my
is.
collard greens away. Come
Well,
on.
collard greens, Dr. Lavale, collard greens are just fine. It's all that other frying and whatever. So, Olympia, where do these Chamani people live? Do they live in Bolivia or do they live in Colombia?
Bolivia.
Bolivia, yeah, the Bolivian Amazon. They are an ancient culture. There's much to learn from them. I've been looking at some photographs, the pictorial narration of this culture. They're a beautiful people. My God, their life is. I don't know. I guess we should be happy where we are, Dr. Lavelle and Olympia. We have a lot of modern advantages and convenience, but there's also side effects to all this stuff, too. Olympia, congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card. Thank you for listening to the show.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Dr. Lavelle, thanks for coming on. We need to get you back on. Kyolic aged garlic extract. You heard Dr. Lavelle's argument. He's a clinical pharmacist, after all. What's not to like and what's not to trust? He's solid gold, that guy. He loves it. I do, too. Kyolic aged garlic extract, it should be a part of your day-to-day supplementation and nutrition each and every day. Why? Because your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. I'll see you tomorrow.